because the coronavirus case numbers are through the roof. Good news is that the Omicron variant, the wave is near its peak.
Should I visit Italy? Yes, you should.
Italy's vaccination pass is now required in most venues and for most services throughout the country. They require that you show the Super Green Pass, which takes the form of a QR code. So what does that mean if you're traveling here to Italy on a holiday? Well, I'm going to show you how to navigate these new rules. Now let's start with the bad news because the coronavirus case numbers are through the roof. We're well up over 100,000 new cases a day, going up to 150,000, 200,000 cases a day, and hospitals are at their limit. And those doctors in the hospital are saying that 75% of the patients filling up the beds are the unvaccinated. Now the good news, well, the good news is that the Omicron variant, the wave is near its peak, and experts say that could come within 5 to 10 days. And here in Italy, 85% of the population over 12 years old are vaccinated. Now let's go over the rules because restaurants, museums, train stations, trains, public transport, ski resorts, everybody requires that QR code. Italy's Super Green Pass. So what does that mean for you, the foreign visitor coming here to Italy? Your vaccination card will work from your country, but it needs to have the details. There are certain requirements for it to work here in Italy. It needs to have your name. It needs to have your date of birth. It needs to have which vaccine you received, on what date you received it, and who issued the vaccine. It must be in one of 5 languages: Italian, English, Spanish, French, or German. And if it's not in those languages, it must be accompanied by a sworn translation. Now in practice, some visitors have reported of having their vaccination cards or COVID vaccination cards rejected when going to restaurants or museums despite meeting the criteria laid out by the national government. When this happens, it's useful to have with you a link to the website, Italy's official guidance rules, either printed out or a screenshot of it on your phone in Italian or English, and I'll put a link to those down in the description below. Now my recommendation is stay up to date on all the rules. Follow the Italian Health Department's website and your embassy's website. Your embassy's website here in Italy. So if you're American, check the US Embassy's website, and I'll put links to those down in the description below so you can check those out. The rules are changing often. The validity of Italy's vaccination card has gone from 12 months to 9 months since the last dose, and now as of February 1st, 6 months. And while Italian authorities have not said whether or not this will apply to foreign vaccination cards, it's expected to be the case. Oh, here it is. I needed this. It was cold outside. Look at that. This is 24 Hours Hotel, and it's just been opened for a little bit, and it's one of the most beautiful places, new places here in Florence. I recommend you stop here when you're in Florence visiting, and you should come and visit. Now, if you want to come and visit, I've had some of you asking, how do I obtain a Super Green Pass, one of those European QR codes if I'm not European? Well, you can't. That's the short answer. If you're coming here for a short visit, it's not worth your time. In theory, in Italy, you can apply for and get one of those Super Green Passes, QR codes, if you have a foreign vaccination card, but it's a complicated matter, as everything is here in Italy, so probably not worth your time. If you're planning on staying a year or so, I would say take a look at the rules online and make it happen. The non-vaccinated. I've had some of you ask, if I'm not vaccinated, can I still travel to Italy? Yes, you can, but it's a very complicated process. When you get here, you're gonna have to get a special taxi to your hotel. You're gonna have to stay quarantined for 5 or 10 days, take another test. Very complicated, and
if you test positive, you risk putting a burden on the hospitals that are already at their limit. As I said before, the hospitals are overwhelmed with patients who are unvaccinated and cannot stand to have any more patients here. So if you're not vaccinated, my advice is stay at home. Hold on, I need to change. Too much sunshine here. That's better. So you may be asking yourself, should I visit Italy with all these numbers and everything that's going on? Yes, you should, because the Omicron variant, they're saying the wave is near its peak, and despite all the news and everything, people welcome tourists here in Italy. They want you to come and visit. It's a place, if you have your vaccination card, it should be no problem. You just have to give yourself extra patience when traveling. And also, as we look for the spring and the summer, the numbers should continue to go down, making Italy well worth visiting.
This guy's so nice. He saw me filming a YouTube video and he said he's going to give me a tour of the 25 Hours Hotel. It's designed in Dante theme, Inferno Paradiso. And we're going around. There's a billiards room. There's a cinema in here. Huge outside area where you can sit and have a coffee. Also the inside area. It's been well done and they finished it mid-September and now it's open for business. Put it on your list. Like and subscribe, right?
Like and subscribe.